Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So glad you joined. Today we are in my kitchen. This is my kitchen and it's a quite cozy little space. I don't have a lot of storage, which brings me to this video. I wanted to share with you some organizing tips, specifically organizing the cabinet under your sink. Because we all know how tricky that cabinet can be, primarily because of the plumbing, but also because it tends to become like a catch-all cabinet for most people, I would say, and I was definitely one of those people. I wanted to share with y'all some tips on how I manage to keep things tidy and organized. Okay, now let's get started. So one of the very first things that I noticed when I moved into my rental was the fact that I don't really have much floor space in here. So having a trash can out on the main floor wasn't really working for me. It was always in the way. So I took to my cabinet under my kitchen sink as an alternate method, an alternate location, and I installed this track system. It's a dual trash can system that I actually purchased at a thrift store. It was brand new in a box and I paid $12.99 for it. I completely lucked out. Before we start adding in any kind of organizational products into this cabinet, I'm going to line it with this shelf liner that I purchased at Walmart. It is an easy liner, smooth top, and what is great about this kind of liner is that it is going to be easy to clean any kind of spills. I will advise that you refrain from getting those like mesh kind of liners. And the only reason is because those kind of only provide a grip. So if you get yourself a liner that is completely solid, it will actually help prevent some spillage onto your actual cabinet and prevent some damage to your cabinet. So don't forget to add your liners. So what I did here was cut the liner perfect to size. I am just focusing on the front that's going to get the majority of the traffic. This little caddy was purchased at Target a few years ago. It's actually meant for utensils like partyware, paper plates, things like that. And I'm repurposing this and using it as a little cleaning caddy. I use it to store a few essential things and I want to share with you how I store them. A very handy way that I store my trash bags is by taking them out of the box as soon as I get home, and I pull the center trash bag to start the process going. It's kind of like a tissue box. Then I just stick them in the very first little compartment here. I also store these cleaning brushes and a squeegee. One to just like clean these little hard surfaces, and then the other one for my windows. And I just keep them in this very back container back here. I also keep some cleaning sponges here. I have some regular dish sponges that I use for cleaning more of tough surfaces around the kitchen, and then I have a erase sponge back here as well. Well, if you have a garbage disposal right in your sink, make sure that you make room for this garbage disposal tool because they can get lost really quickly. It's best to just leave them right next to where they're needed. My landlord used to have it taped and it would fall so often, so I just untaped it from the little wall and just stuck it in my caddy. And then the last thing I have is this drying mat, and I just stick it right in here. And this one just goes right next to the trash can. This two-tiered little drawer system was purchased at Ross for $9.99 about a year ago. On the very bottom basket, I store just the essentials. Back here, I have two little dishcloths. I have a microfiber cloth that is used for multi-surface. And this right here is specifically made for windows and mirrors and things of that nature. Right in front of that, I have this little container that I use to store the little gels made for the garbage disposal. And then in front of it, I have this little scrub brush, and it's tray that I purchased from Grove Collaborative, and this thing is really cool. You pop some dish soap inside, a little bit of water, add this little spring system on the top. It's really cool. Your brush, and all you do is kind of push on it to get yourself some soap so that you can wash your dishes. It's really, really handy. And in there I keep this drain stopper and this drainer. And then on this top basket, I keep all of my kitchen cleaning products, every single kitchen cleaning product. I did pare down and just stuck to the essentials when it came to my cleaning products. And a few that you have already seen are these glass containers, and both of these glass containers were purchased from Grove Collaborative. I really do like that website because they have some great cleaning products. One thing I did was label them. The top of this spray bottle says multi on it for multi-purpose cleaner, and the top of this one says glass for mirrors and windows, and that's how I'm able to differentiate the two. I also have these OXO containers, which are the best containers that I have used. I use them to store some of these cleaning products, and I also use them in my pantry, which is right back there. And I'll do another video for y'all on a later date on how I organize my pantry. But for now, I'm gonna show you how I use these OXO containers for under my kitchen sink. I buy my tablets in a pretty big size container, and as soon as I get home, I take it out of its container and then I throw them in here. They're really easy to open. They are airtight containers and they're absolutely amazing. So I keep my tablets in the biggest one, and then I keep my cleaning gloves. I prefer to use some disposable ones when they're necessary. And then in this last container, I have a few other essentials. I have these Mr. Clean erasers that I have just cut in half. I find that when I use them, I only use half of the sponge, so I just took initiative and I cut the thing in half, and now I have 4 instead of the 2. I did the exact same thing with my glass stovetop sponge. I cut it in half so that I can get more use. Off to the side, I have these SOS pads. I just have one of these left, and I just put it in a Ziploc bag because I didn't want to just scratch the container. And then I have some additional dish sponges. I really hope that y'all enjoyed this video today and were able to take some of these tips and incorporate them into your home. And if you were able to, don't forget to leave me a comment below and let me know where I can go to check out that photo. Or you can just post a photo and tag me on Instagram. I would love nothing more than to see those photos. Thank you so much for stopping by today, and don't forget to subscribe. Bye!